Hello and welcome to yet another episode, basically. Today we're looking at. Oh, sorry. What's going on here? I don't think we're live. Are we live? We're not live. Hold on a sec. What's going on here? I don't think we're live. Give me a sec while I check if we're live. This is unexpected. So bear with me here for a sec. I don't know what's going on. We should be live. Okay, we are live. I'm just being an idiot. Yep, we're live. Sorry. Something in me told me we were not live. I don't know why I felt that way, but that's how I felt. Anyway, without wasting your time or more time, we're looking at Instigators. It's starring Matt Damon, Cassey, Alfred, and Jack Harlow is in this film. The film itself is quite interesting. I was giggling the whole time. The film follows Rory, who's played by Matt Damon, and Cobby, who's played by Cassey Affleck. The film is written by Cassey Affleck. It's got uh, you know, it's written by him, and Ben Affleck produces this film. It's probably why it's actually decent. It's really good compared to after watching that Kevin Hart Die Hard nonsense that he made me watch. It didn't actually make me watch, but I thought it would be decent. But anyway, this is actually good. Now the story here is Rory, who's played by Matt Damon, and Cassey. These guys get into a complicated situation where they have to rob a mayor, basically, and it goes awry. It goes totally south, and they have to salvage the situation. They don't know each other based on this dream, and it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's got basically amateur robbers, two guys who are amateurs at robbing, put this shit together. And every scene, every second of them in frame, it's the most amateuristic thing I've ever seen. It's like if you and I started, wanting to rob a place, and they're doing exactly that. They're making silly mistakes. They're asking each other questions. And like there's a scene where Matt Damon's character Rory is like asking questions and writing down on a notepad. I'm like, that's a very good touch for a guy who's actually never robbed anything. Asking questions like, what if I ask for money and they don't give it to me? What then? And he's asking this character who's played by Scavalio, who's played by Jack Harlow, and they, man, it's a really good film in my opinion. It's really good. It's got those elements that make it a good film. It's authentic. It almost feels like this actually happened. There's no gimmickry to it. It's just two guys who's trying to pull something off, and somehow they pull it off. They escape to the. They don't actually escape to the horizon, but the thing that was weird to me is how it ended. But as a surprise, I will not spoil that. I'm going to leave that bit how it ends. I'm not gonna spoil it. Usually, I'm so quick to spoil stuff and complain, but I loved every second of this film. I really did. Now, the whole film is quite incredible, like from start to finish. First off, it starts off with Rory, who's played by Matt Damon, who has some sort of PTSD. He's got troubles with his son and stuff like that, and he's seeing this psychiatrist, Dr. Rivera, if I'm remembering the name, played by Hong Chau or something. What's the guy's name? Is it Hong Chau? Hong Chiu? I don't know how to read that, but he's really good. Anyway, so Matt Damon and Cassey, Alfred, Rory, and Cobby are thrown into the situation, and they have to rob. Of course, with Jack Harlow himself, Scavalio, they rob this institution. Basically, a mayor. Let me break down the story. There's an election between of a mayor. Two guys are competing to be the mayor, and usually what happens is the current mayor usually takes money cash from people, asking for favors and shit like that. And he wants cash, and he has armored trucks pick up the cash in the morning every day. But for some weird reason, on this day, people gave out a lot of money. So they had like two armored trucks came in the heat of the night and collected the money. Now, our criminals don't know that. And they show up in the morning. And when they show up in the morning, in their assumption, they're showing up in the morning, the event is closed. But they walk into a kitchen full of staff, fully fledged, which they didn't expect because they're assuming the event ended the day before. And the event ended at midnight and whatnot. So everybody should be cleared out. It should be easy for them to take the money in and out. Easy peasy. No worries. But somehow the event lasts longer because the man who was currently running lost the election and he doesn't want to concede. And him not wanting to concede because it makes it difficult for him to take the money that was sort of with the whole operation. It makes the whole film very compelling. During the robbery, because they go to that safe and they find, I'm spoiling it, I'm sorry. During the robbery, they go to that safe, they find out that, I really should stop, reviewing films by spoiling them. But I feel like, how do you review something without saying what's going on in it? That's like me showing up here and just telling you what the creators of the film say the film is happening. So I gotta spoil it somewhere. But I'm not gonna spoil it frame by frame. I just like talking about bits that intrigued me and bits that make the story what it is. I don't know if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Okay. So my dudes find the safe. There's no money in the safe. Not even $1,000, fam. And Jack Harlow's character. I didn't know Jack Harlow could act, but he's actually decent. He's really good. I didn't know the dude could act, but I don't know how he got the part, but he deserved it. He was brilliant. Up to the moment he died, he was brilliant. I mean, like, he was aggressive. He was giving instructions, telling them, do this, do that, do that. And these two guys are amateurs. They've never actually done this, and they're losing their shit. But nonetheless, they're doing it for money. I don't know what. The thing is, Kobe's character, I don't know why he's robbing this shit. He just got out of jail. Matt Damon's character needs exactly 30-something thousand, an exact amount of money for his kid. Makes about sense. So he's doing it for his kid. He's willing to go to jail for that. Who gives a shit? And I felt like he was the most compelling, interesting, well-written character. I mean, like, during the negotiations of how much everyone's going to take, 10% of whatever is in there. If it's 3,000, you take 10% of that. If it's 5,000, you take 10%. And he was like, I don't care how much money it is. I want this amount of money, exactly this amount of money. So which means whether the money is less or more, you're giving me this amount of money. I don't want nothing more. And the guy who were constructing the deal was like, oh, this is really sharp. Anyway, that gets done. They do the robbery. It's a bust. It's a fail. Jack Howell's character loses his shit, starts robbing everybody, taking everybody's jewelry. Unbeknownst to him, they take the current mayor's jewelry, which has numbers on. The numbers on the bracelet are combinations to his safe in his office that has a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. Like, this guy's been mayor for like 20 years. He's got his retirement plan in that safe in cash, brother. And he's losing his shit. He wants that bracelet. So he has one of these special guys who somehow knows everybody, which is a weird bit to me. But it's very weird. Okay, of all the characters, I'm very concerned about that character. I mean, like, what's up with him? Like, he doesn't make sense to me. He really doesn't. Whole time, I'm wondering, what is up with this guy? Who plays him again? The guy's on Mission Impossible. I forgot who plays him. What's the guy's name? I guess it's not important, but it is important. I feel like it is. I'm trying to look for his name right here. Just give me a sec. Which is something I shouldn't be doing. feel like I should have had. Eh, whatever. Move on. Who gives a shit? I don't think we should puzzle ourselves with that. And it's delaying this more than it should. Anyway, they take this guy's bracelet. This guy's bracelet has a combination to his safe, and they run away with it. They don't have money. They're losing their shit. They're panicking. It's absolutely beautiful. And the great thing is they walk away with an armored truck. They technically steal, exit the premises, the building with an armored truck that has money. Now while driving, one of the I'm not gonna say everything. While driving, Cobby, who's Cassey, Alfred hears a clunk at the back, and he's like, "There's gotta be someone in the back there." And they go through this process where they're like, "Come on, I want to see if there's money. Open it. Come on." It's like if I was in there, I felt like I was part of the journey. It was very beautiful. Oh my God, I think you should watch this. I don't know if I'm giving this credit that it deserves, but this is well made. It came out August 9, 2024. It's on Apple TV. It's an original. Oh my God, this is so good. This is really good. And it came out yesterday, fam. As of this recording, of course, it's the 10th of August. I'm just saying, this is a really good film. I feel like I shouldn't spoil it. And I feel like I should spoil it because of the level of excitement that I'm on while watching this. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but this was really, really good. I enjoyed every waking second of it. And I think you would too, if given the time and energy. Hold on a sec, I'm checking something here. You would enjoy it as well. That's my opinion on the matter. I could be wrong, but I feel like you would. This is the most innocent thing I've ever seen. Now, usually I'd say something about the ending and complain about it. But I feel like I should leave that to you, to your own interpretation. Because I feel like some type of way about it, and I don't want to spoil it. Because if I spoil the ending, it just takes away the excitement and the confusion I've had. It's very nice. The fact that, I mean, like, when Cobby gets shot, this guy is such an amateur. He goes to his shrink. Who goes to their shrink after robbing a spot? Bear in mind, not everybody knows who these guys are because they were wearing masks the entire time. The only person who everyone saw his face was the Jack Harlow character, and he was shot, killed on the scene. So these other two guys, no one knows who they are. But for some weird reason, the special agent guy keeps knowing where they are, which is odd. It's like he knows where all the criminal masterminds in town are. And he's going around town looking for that bracelet. It's absolutely amazing. And how the mayor gets into trouble towards the end. It's just, wow. What a film. What a film indeed. I don't want to spoil it any further. All I'm going to say is go watch it. You will not be disappointed. Not a single minute of your time will be wasted. You'll be like, oh my God, this is actually really good. You'll be like, oh my God, this is the best 1 hour, 38 minutes I've ever spent on watching a film about robberies that's not Money Heist or anything. This was really good. This to me is so well done. So well done. There's no macho guy pretending to be a professional. The macho guy pretending to be a professional dies. And you're left with two amateurs who just wing it, doing everything. They're stealing fire department stuff. They're burning down buildings to escape. It's just, wow. It's just amazing. There's that scene where he's like, I got a gun. I got a gun. And there's a doctor who's trying to be a hostage. I mean, like, What a movie. What a movie. Mm, loved it. Loved every waking minute of it. Anyway, that's my review. Remember to hit that like and sub button. Check your boy out on all socials. The name is Reese Chanson. Like on the logo. It's everywhere that way. Salute. Now that was entertaining. Please let us hang out yet another time. Remember to like and subscribe.